Hey, I'm Cornelis. Welcome to Your Band is a Business. Today I'm going to show you how I set up some video ads to promote my music on Facebook and Instagram, so the Meta Ads platform. Now, before I show you the actual setup and some of the early results that I'm getting, I first want to talk about some of my previous experiences running these types of ads and why I stopped those campaigns and why I now want to experiment again with this type of marketing. Now, if you're not interested in that background, I will create a timestamp so that you can just skip ahead and see how I've set up the current campaign and some of the initial results that I'm getting. Okay, so as I said, in the past I've run different kinds of campaigns on the Meta Ads platform. So static image ads and video ads. I've promoted playlists of mine. I've promoted old songs. I've promoted newly released songs. I've done all kinds of campaign types. There's one in particular that was kind of interesting. I spent about $1,000 or $1,200 on a video ads campaign, and it was a conversion optimization campaign. So basically the idea is that you have a landing page with a Facebook tracking pixel installed, and you have a video ad. You try and get people to click the ad to arrive at the landing page, and from there to click through to the streaming platform of their choice. And basically the Meta Ads platform can optimize to find the people most likely to click on the ad, and from the landing page to the streaming platform. As I said before, it worked quite well. I was happy with the results, but it was expensive. And that is because I was targeting mostly the UK and North America. The reason for that is because the song falls within a genre that is particularly popular in North America, and I wasn't quite sure how popular it would be outside of that region. Now, the campaign in itself was doing really well. I was getting a good click-through rate and a phenomenal save rate. Off the top of my head, something like 90% of people that heard the song on Spotify saved it. As I said, I made a video about the whole process. I go really in depth, and I will link to that below. Now, one of the reasons I stopped that campaign is because it was expensive. But the other reason is that although I liked the song, it does not really fall within my core genre. So I was bringing people to my Spotify profile, giving them a song that they really liked, but when they heard some of my other songs, it was quite different. If I think about my core genres, I think about indie rock, punk, new wave, those kinds of genres, right? So guitar driven music mostly. And this song that I was running a campaign for, I would describe it as a grunge beats or emo trap song. Now, I do believe that all the music I release is recognizably mine, but I definitely have a core genre, right? Now, this experiment that I'm talking about, this campaign, I ran it, I think 2 years ago, maybe longer. And since then, I've released a bunch of new music that falls within my core genre, but also are some of my most popular songs. So songs that when I play them live, people tell me, wow, that's my favorite song. It's always stuck in my head. And yeah, now I finally got around to actually releasing those songs. So I'm in a different place now, basically, where I have the potential to promote some of my most popular songs, my most catchy songs that fall within what I consider to be my core genre. And so the hope is, right, that when I'm marketing these songs, when I'm advertising these songs, I'm attracting people to my streaming platform profiles. And yes, I've got songs that are in different genres, but the core of my discography, as it were, is within that genre, so they can then discover other songs that they will like as well. So that is why I am running ads again, ads on the Meta platform. I'm just experimenting with it. I'm not gonna go all in with $1,000 like I did last time, but I will just try some small experiments. Now, when it comes to running ads on the Meta platform, on Facebook and Instagram, there are different campaign objectives that you can choose, right? So you can go for showing a select amount of people your ads as many times as possible, so you bombard them with it, as it were. Or you can do the conversion optimization campaign objective, as I said, or you can go for reach. So there are different objectives. Now, you've probably seen some of the other music marketing gurus really advocate for conversion optimization campaigns, and they seem to be doing really well for those people, where they can basically find the people that are really into their music and get on those algorithmic playlists. Now, that is something that I am tempted to try at some point, or try again. As I said, it did work in that previous campaign, but I was attracting people for a particular song that isn't really representative of me as an artist. So it is tempting to just jump in with that type of campaign and do the same thing, but for rock and indie rock. But here's the thing. I'm a bit wary of doing that at the moment, because, well, there's two reasons. One is that the genre of rock is quite broad, and I'm not entirely sure which other artists are comparable to the music, to the core genre music that I've released. Yeah, I could say indie rock and punk, but that's broad, right? There's different kinds of punk, different kinds of indie rock. Which bands am I similar to? And I've asked different people, but I'm not really getting consistent answers. So that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of hesitant. The other is that, and this has to do with targeting countries outside of the UK and outside of North America, is that in the past I've noticed that my similar artists section on Spotify wasn't quite what I wanted it to be, featuring a lot of local bands that I don't think really match what I'm doing. Now, because I've stopped running those ads quite a while ago, my Spotify also artists like section has changed, and it is a bit more reflective of what's going on with me, and it actually features a couple of local artists that are based here in London, so it's a bit more reflective of the reality of my situation. So I want to be careful that I don't mess that up too much. I want to see if I can give the algorithms, both on Spotify and online in general, the right data points to link me to local artists within my genre. So preferably London and the UK to start out with. So when it comes to marketing objectives, there is a standard marketing funnel, right? So you've got awareness and interest and consideration, and then you could potentially break down the other points or sections of the marketing funnel, which go all the way down to some kind of action or investment. So whether that's spending time, money, buying a product, signing up for an email newsletter, or in my case, listening to music. Anyway, so there's this marketing funnel. Awareness is where you basically make people aware that you exist, because they don't know who you are. Nobody knows who Cornelis is, and so the first thing you can do is make people aware. So that's what I'm going to experiment with. I'm going to experiment with a campaign that raises awareness. So I just want to get in front of people. So that is why this first campaign that I've set up, this new campaign that I've set up, is an awareness campaign where I am going for the maximum reach. So anyway, I will now show you the setup of the campaign. So here we are. It's called Video Max Reach. The buying type, this is set when you set up the campaign and you choose your objective. It's just the standard auction, and as you can see here, awareness, and at the moment there's no spending limit because I'm just letting it continue as is. And this advantage campaign budget, I've set it to off at the moment, so I want to feed this campaign with a particular set of data, and maybe after a couple of weeks, if I like what's going on, maybe I can switch that on, but for now I have left it off. Now there are a couple of ad sets in here that are not yet active. The one that I've been that I've been running over the past couple of days is this one. It's for a song called Just Stuff. So yeah, Video Max Reach, Just Stuff. So the performance goal is maximize reach of ads. So basically I want to get my ad in front of as many people as possible. The budget is minimal, £2 a day. And I am targeting a particular section of my city of London, so roughly north and northeast London. The age range is 18 to 35, all genders, and the interest I've set to indie rock. So I'm keeping it really broad. So there's the temptation here when it comes to targeting to pick out particular bands, but like I said earlier, yeah, on the one hand, my music is indie rock and punk and new wave, and I can list a whole bunch of those bands, but that doesn't mean that, you know, fans of those bands will then like my music. So I'm being really broad. I'm going after an age range and indie rock. That's as close as well, that's as narrow as I want to be right now. I could actually, you know, I might actually increase this because 35 is quite low. I could go 18 to 45 or something like that. And I've chosen manual placements. So the feed, Instagram feed, Facebook feed, video feed. I've done the explore page. For now, I will look into that. I will look into the results in a couple of days. And then as well, the Facebook and Instagram stories and the reels. So I'm quite particular in the placements that I'm choosing. And here you can see the estimated daily results between 600-ish and just under 2,000. So not a lot, but I'm very narrow in my, or relatively narrow in my geographic targeting of north and northeast London. Now let's have a look at the ads. So they are vertical ads, so videos that I've actually used in the past on TikTok and on Instagram, videos that seem to work quite well, just getting organic reach and reactions. So I've used those for the video ads. So it's just a single video, no carousel or anything like that. The primary text is just the name of the song by me, so Just Stuff by Cornelis Gerard. Nothing fancy there. I'm not using any of this AI text generation. It's interesting, you know, that exists. Something maybe to look at in the future, but I'm keeping it really simple at the moment. And then the description, which you probably won't always see, but it says, I paid for this ad in the hope it finds people that love music like this. So that is actually something that I got from an interview that Andrew Southworth did with an artist. That artist said that this headline was working well. Well, this copy was working well overlaid on a video ad, but for this particular ad there's no text overlay, so I've just put this piece of copy here in the description, and the call to action is learn more, and I'm sending people straight to Spotify, so straight to my profile page on Spotify. So nothing fancy there. I'm not first going to a landing page with a Facebook pixel and then to the streaming platform. So this is something that I could potentially experiment with in the future, but because I'm not this is not a conversion optimization campaign, I thought, well, let me just skip that extra jump. This campaign is about getting in front of people. Yes, I am missing out on building up an audience with that Facebook pixel, but with this particular campaign, I don't want to have that extra jump that people have to make. So there is a second version of this ad, and this one actually contains or features that piece of copy that I mentioned earlier. It says, I paid for this ad in the hope it finds people that love music like this, and then my name there. So that's the only difference between the two ads. Now let's see. So the first video version 1, ad version 1, did not have the text overlaid, and the version 2, ad 2, did have the text overlaid. And as you can see here, the amount of 3-second video plays was higher, so it was just above 2%, compared to lower than 1%, and the cost per 3-second video play is half for the text overlay, so version 2 versus version 1. And the cost per through play, so all the way is similar, so not much difference there. Anyway, so yeah, I ended up pausing the first version, so the one that does not have a text overlay, mainly because of this cost per 3-second video view. Now you could argue, how valuable is a 3-second view of a video? Not, it's people barely registering what's going on, but there's not much to choose between the two ads. That was the one metric that I could actually point to and say, okay, well, it's cheaper, it's 50%, so why not go with that one? So earlier today I paused the other one, and I'm just letting this run for now. So yeah, it's this ad is purely about reach, about getting in front of people, video plays. 40 people watched 25% of it. I don't really have a benchmark at the moment to know whether that's good or bad, but it's a start. It's a start of running an awareness campaign. Now I am going to set up some other ones. So this one for another song of mine, Don't Be Jealous, I just activated that earlier, so let me just refresh that and see if any results are coming in. Okay, so that's just started to get some impressions, so I will keep an eye on that. And then there's a third one which I want to run, which is for another song of mine called Look Back and Laugh. Now at the moment I haven't seen any spikes or anything on Spotify. I think it's early days for that, but yeah, it's interesting. It's very cheap, obviously, just £2 a day maximum. So I will see how it goes. I guess the main benefit from this type of campaign is awareness, so just getting in front of people, and the other is that although I'm not building up a list of people with the Facebook tracking pixel, I am building up a list of people who have watched the video, because Facebook allows you to target people that have watched your videos according to different percentages. So you can say, okay, so you can create another campaign and target people that have watched 25% of your videos or 50% of a video, that kind of stuff. So it is useful. It's not all data that is just being lost, right? There is there is some use in getting in front of people, and particularly with videos. So yeah, this is an awareness campaign. I'm not going straight for the conversion, optimizing with a conversion optimization campaign straight, trying to find particular people that will like my music. I'm going broad, introducing my music to people, and what I can then do is I can run a campaign that is a conversion optimization campaign, but that targets people that watched 25% of the video or 50% of the video. So that is something that I will have a look at in a couple of days or maybe a couple of weeks. I will see. So that's what I've been doing with this campaign. I'm interested to hear if you have ever run any Facebook or Instagram ads, if you have run these type of awareness campaigns, or if you prefer the conversion optimization campaigns that some of the marketing gurus like to use. I'm open to all kinds of different campaigns, but I just wanted to start with something broad with an awareness campaign, and then down the line perhaps I will once again revisit these conversion optimization campaigns. It is interesting. It's something that I've worked with in the past, not just with music but in my day job in digital marketing. So I'm very familiar with this type of digital marketing. It's my bread and butter, but I work mainly with businesses, B2B, B2C, so businesses that are selling products and selling services and getting people to sign up for trials or booking sales meetings and all kinds of stuff. Whereas with music, promoting music, you don't have that as much of a situation where people are taking a concrete purchasing decision. I'm not going out there and trying to get people to buy music or to buy t-shirts, right? I want to get the music in front of them, and it's the case that people have to hear music or be exposed to music several times often before they really get into it. So this is reach campaign, awareness campaign. So after this I could potentially do it so that I try and get more exposure to people, so get a subsection of people to see my ads several times, or I could go for the conversion optimization route. There's all kinds of ways. Anyway, this is just the start of some new experiments. I'm interested to hear if you do anything like this, what your results are. Let me know in the comments, and otherwise I will speak to you guys next time.